Hey there, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's everything on your end?
I am fine, dear.
Glad to hear that. If there's anything you'd like to chat about or anything I can help with, just let me know.
Yes, I want to discuss with you about some topic. The topic is how to set achievable goal and stay motivated.
That's a fantastic topic. There are definitely some great strategies for setting realistic goals and maintaining motivation. Where would you like to start? Or do you have any specific questions in mind?
Yes. My first question, what does an achievable goal mean to you?
Great question. To me, an achievable goal is one that's realistic and attainable within the given resources, time frame, and abilities. It's something that challenges you, but is still within reach. It's also often broken down into smaller, manageable steps so that you can track progress and stay motivated.
Okay, next question, why is motivation important when pursuing goal?
Motivation is super important because it's what keeps you going, especially when challenges arise or when progress feels slow. It helps you maintain focus, overcome obstacles, and keep that momentum going. Without motivation, it's easy to get discouraged and give up. So it's kind of the driving force that sustains your efforts.
How can tools like SMART goal method help?
Absolutely. The SMART goal method is really helpful because it ensures that your goals are specific, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Framework helps you clarify exactly what you want to achieve, track your progress, and stay on target. It also makes it easier to break larger goals into manageable steps, which can definitely boost motivation and keep you accountable. Great question. For example, an unrealistic goal might be something like wanting to become a world renowned expert in a field overnight or trying to lose a massive amount of weight in just a few days. On the other hand, an achievable goal would be something like dedicating an hour a day to studying a particular subject or aiming to lose a healthy amount of weight a few months. The key is setting goals that are challenging yet possible with the resources and time you have.
What challenge do people face when trying to stay motivated?
Yeah, definitely. Some common challenges include things like losing focus due to distractions, feeling overwhelmed by the size of the goal, lacking a clear plan or structure, even encountering setbacks or failures that can be discouraging. Also, sometimes people struggle with the lack of immediate results, which can cause their motivation to dip. It's definitely a journey that requires persistence and strategies to overcome those hurdles.
What are effective ways to overcome losses of motivation?
There are definitely several effective approaches. For example, setting small short term goals can help you maintain momentum and celebrate progress along the way. Another great method is finding an accountability partner or a support system to keep you motivated. Also, regularly reminding yourself why you set the goal in the first place can reignite that passion. And of course, being kind to yourself and allowing for flexibility can make a big difference as well.
Talk about a goal you have set in the past. Was it achievable? Why or why not?
That's a fun question. One goal I've set in the past was to learn a new language within a year. I made it achievable by breaking it down into smaller milestones, like learning a certain number of words each week and practicing with native speakers regularly. It definitely helped that I had a clear plan and stayed consistent. Of course, there were challenges along the way, but overall, it was a pretty achievable goal thanks to that structure.
Okay, what did you do to say motivation? Okay, what did you say motivation.
I mentioned that motivation is essentially the driving force that keeps you going, especially when things get tough or when progress is slow. It helps you focus, to overcome obstacles, and maintain momentum. Without motivation, it's easy to get discouraged. So it really plays a crucial role in achieving any goal.
Okay.
So if you have any more questions or want to dive deeper into anything, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Okay. Think about one goal you want to achieve, personal, academic, or professional.
Absolutely. Let me think. For example, a personal goal could be to develop a consistent routine. Academically, it could be to earn a certain grade or complete a certification. Professionally, maybe it's to achieve a specific promotion or complete a major project. If you have a particular area in mind, we can definitely break it down and talk about how to make it achievable.
Write down how you can make this goal achievable using this SMART method: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bounded.
Absolutely. Let's break it down. For instance, let's say the goal is to improve your fitness routine. Specific, define exactly what you've like running a 5K or doing strength training 3 times a week. Measurable, identify how you'll track progress, like logging outs, tracking distance, or noting the number of sessions per week. Achievable, make sure it's realistic based on your current fitness level and resources, for example, starting with shorter runs or beginner workouts. Relevant, ensure the goal aligns with your broader objectives like improving overall health or preparing for an event. Time bound, set a clear deadline like achieving your goal in 3 months and schedule regular check ins to keep yourself on track. That way, you have a clear, structured plan that makes your goal more attainable.
Discuss or reflect on what keeps you motivated when progress feels slow. What strategies can help you stay consistent?
That's a really important reflection. For me, staying motivated when progress feels slow often comes down to celebrating small wins and focusing on the bigger picture. One strategy is to break the goal into even smaller, more manageable steps so that each step forward feels like an accomplishment. Another approach is to keep a journal or log to visually see the progress over time, even if it's gradual. Also, with a community or a support group that shares similar goals can keep you encouraged. And of course, reminding yourself why you started in the first place can be a powerful motivator. Consistency often comes from patience and a bit of self compassion along the way. Absolutely. It could be to create a simple action plan that outlines your main goal, the smaller milestones, and the timeline for each. You can also jot down the motivation behind your goal and the potential obstacles you might face, along with strategies to overcome them. Sharing this plan with a friend or a group can help keep you accountable and also provide valuable feedback. And then having a concise summary of your plan makes it easier to revisit and stay on track. If you'd like, I can help you draft that summary.
Reflect individually on a goal you want to achieve.
Absolutely. When reflecting on a goal, it consider why it's important to you and what you hope to achieve in the long run. Think about the take and any potential challenges that might come up. Also consider how achieving this goal will impact your life and what it means to you personally. It can be really helpful to on your thoughts, keep track of your progress, and adjust your plan as needed. That reflection can keep you motivated and on track.
Thanks, dear. Your information about to achieving the goal is more helpful to understand me how what is this topic and how to use different key points to understand this topic.
I'm really glad to hear that. It's always great to dive into these concepts and break them down into steps. If you ever have more questions or want to explore anything further, just let me know. I'm always happy to help.
Okay, dear. See you later.
Sounds good. Take care, and I'll be here